So you know my area of expertise when it comes to sports is football.
Yeah. She knows everything there is to know about the game. Dennis Skulsky joining us, president of the BC Lions, 14 months into the job, second season with the Lions.
Hello, how are you?
Dennis?
Good.
Sporting the orange again, I love
Nice
it.
to be here. Yeah, I got the orange. We got the watch going. We got everything going here in the orange.
Still loving the job?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, it's a dream job, actually. It's a dream job to be back in this city, in this community, and to be heading up one of the, one of the storied franchises for sports in the province.
Yeah.
You know, I think this is our 56th season.
Isn't that amazing?
And, you know, we've got 5 championships, and we want to make it 6 at the end of this fall.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, there's been a little bit of a rough start to the season. Now, I find it interesting, and I think it actually is very much a compliment to the Lions that people they're freaking out a little bit about an 0-2 start, but it shows how much it matters to them. But I gotta say, as a fan and watching these games, really close, both games. Like,
yeah, both of them were really close, but close isn't good enough in pro sports.
No, it doesn't
as
mean
you
win,
find out.
But you were faced with the two of the toughest teams going in.
No, you're right, Fiona. And from my point of view, that's what we draw from this. We look at this. We have the 2 best teams in the league from last year, the Grey Cup champions, and then the team that had the best record last year. So we had a chance, and we just didn't make it happen. The good news is there is an 18-game schedule, so we got 16 to go. And but we want to get back on a winning track as we had the preseason start this Friday, and we're playing in Edmonton, and they're red hot.
Are they ever?
This is our chance to go in there and make a statement.
Yeah.
And the guys are ready. And in fact, I was talking with Wally early this morning. We had a couple of shoving matches in practice, so that's always good.
I like the
guys are fired up.
I was listening to, I think it was Wally that said, it's not a lack of talent, it's the lack of execution sometimes because, boy, some of these guys are good, and it goes right from quarterback all the way out. It's just sometimes they're just trying to feel their way out still.
Yeah, and you know what? You can always find excuses and reasons, injuries, new players, and all of that. The guys are disappointed because they just didn't execute. Yeah. And we've had a tremendous training camp up in Kamloops. We come back, we won our 2 preseason games. Yeah. And then to have both of these games where in Montreal we spotted them too much. We won the second half, but fell short of winning the game. Mm-hmm. And here, we almost had that fumble in the last minute. It was a gift. A gift in our hands. We never took full advantage of it. Yeah. But we're ready to go in a Commonwealth Stadium.
How do you watch the games? I mean, are you an anxious watcher, or can you sort of relax and just let the game flow as it's going to?
I just took a deep breath, and I can tell you, it starts to wear on you. Like, I know my dear friend Bobby Ackles, the late Bobby Ackles, and I used to know that in the stadium, he sat by himself in one of the booths in the press box area.
Isolation
chamber. I can actually see that, because for me, the first half usually at home, I'm trying to be with the corporate people and our, hosting in the. But I'll tell you, I'm half talking to him and half like I got to be downstairs. Like, that's the best place to watch the game is on the sideline. So I watch, and that's where I normally on the road. I'm normally there for the whole game. At home, I usually spend the second half.
I've had the luxury and the chance to watch some of the game from the sideline once, and it's just like hockey or any other sport. You gain an appreciation for the speed and the size and the physical abilities of the guys that play this game when you're at the same level as them.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Michael. I mean, for me, the speed, the size, I mean, this is different than any other sport. I mean, we got 12 guys on the field at any given time. They got to be aligned, 12 and then 12. So there's 24 players, and they're going fast, and it's a big field. And I know coming home on the plane from Montreal, I laugh because I make this customary thing where I'm normally up front in business class, and I usually pick a player who's had a good game, and they go up front, and I join the rest of the team.
It's like getting to sit with Dad.
It's getting leg room. That's what it is.
So then I go to the back of the bus with the majority of the players, and I mean, I'm beside guys who are 6'7", 6'8", 325 pounds. And I'm going to complain that I feel tight and cramped in this spot.
How do they even fit?
Well, we try to get every big seat area we can, the bulkheads that we can and everything. But it's tough. And in Montreal, it's a 5-hour flight home.
Well, you don't
This
think
is
about
not Edmonton.
That. You know, when
yeah.
you think about any professional sports player, I mean, the time in between, you don't think of what people have to do to recover. And we were trying to recover from doing what you do on the field and being
Lactic
trapped on an
acid burn.
airplane for that long.
Well, part of it is when they get on the plane, we make arrangements. Everybody gets a big bottle of their own water.
Right.
Like a huge bottle.
Little electrolyte.
Okay, let's talk about BC Place.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Grey Cup. What's going on?
Well, BC Place is, we're September 30th. We will play our first game.
I can see your eyes
there.
lighting up a little
bit. We won a coin toss. I mean, that's how official it was with the Whitecaps as to who was going to start.
Really?
And we were fortunate enough to win the coin toss. So we're starting on Friday, September the 30th as the opening event in BC Place, and we couldn't be happier.
Now, of course, you guys
incredible.
have been making arrangements, probably making do with some things. How excited are you and the rest of the team to get into BC Place and have that kind of facility?
Proper facility.
Well, you know what I mean? It really is going to be a world-class, state-of-the-art facility on all fronts, whether it's the dressing room, whether it's the fan experience, whether it's open air on a nice July or August where the air gets to circulate in there, to this scoreboard that's kind of 50 yards by 30 yards in the center of the field with,
Man, were
4
we due
visuals.
for an upgrade.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, we go big or don't go,
Right.
so that's what we did. So all of those are going to make the fan experience just that much better.
Yeah.
Now, we also have to do our part on the field because, the fans, and they got into it in Empire last Friday, when we played the second half. The fans were really into
so
it.
loud in there.
And to be that close and not have them go home on a high.
When we talk about size in these guys and on flights and stuff, there's nothing quite like being at a Lions game at Empire and watching these guys come out of portables after they've been getting changed and stuff. I mean, these are huge guys that you've got in spaces that were never really designed to have a whole bunch of big
And
guys
those
in
are the
it.
parts where you want to be careful. We don't want to complain about that. The best news is it's like going camping. We've been camping.
Yeah.
Now we want to get back to our regular home or to the 5-star hotel, because that's what it's going to feel like with BC Place.
Absolutely.
How excited are you guys as an organization to be hosting the Grey Cup again? I mean, the last time was just such a great event for the city. The Lions didn't make it in. This time they're going to.
Well, it's 6 years later for us to get this opportunity is great. It's normally like an 8-year cycle. The fact that we did such a good job in 2005, the community embraced it. We had lots of good crowd. We're so excited, and then to show off this new stadium, this new venue, to host. Maybe to have a chance to do what happened on that Game 7 and after. This is a chance for our community, our city, our province to come back on the right side of, listen, that's not the kind of community we are. We had tremendous support for the Canucks in their run till this one game.
Yeah.
We've put on the Olympics. So we'll get a chance with this Grey Cup event to welcome other Canadians, others who come, and to have us celebrate in a way that's normal and the way we are. We're, hospitable and enjoyable and like to have a good time.
Yeah,
Looking
great
forward
street
to it.
party, great parade, everything planned for
Now,
this.
we have some tickets to give away to the Hamilton versus the Lions game at Empire Field, which is happening on Friday, July 22nd. What a great thing to do on a Friday night. You can email for your chance to win, urbanrush@shaw.ca. Go Lions, go.
If you haven't had a chance to check out a game at Empire Field as well, being back there, not only is it nostalgic, but what a beautiful way to watch an incredible game of football.
And the next game is Saturday, July 16th in Edmonton, of course, as we were just talking about. So you can
Got to
check out
roar, you
more on the
Lions, roar.
website.
Get Ricky Ray, man. Put some
We're
pressure
gonna
on
get
that
'em.
dude.
We're going to get them.
Thank you so much.
Last thing I want to leave you is just a refreshment mug. We this pride of all
mug.
BC, and you were part of the pride of all BC.
Oh, thanks,
so
man.
in a
Thank
small
you.
token of our appreciation for the time and your support,
Thank you.
There's one for each.
We
of you.
are proud to be part of the pride of BC.
Thank you so much.
you're
That
very
is so
welcome.
nice.
So
of
any
you.
beverage can go in here?
Any
Any
beverage.
beverage.
I'm not going to state
Okay.
what
And I
beverage.
believe
that's
there's
good to
even a
know.
lid, so you won't spill it
gonna-
all over yourself.
That's right.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going